What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. Oh boy, there is more savagery going on that is somewhat connected to this Michael Brown shooting incident. Hang on a minute. Alright. This takes place in Mississippi, not Missouri, and this has to do with a white dude, former Marine known as Ralph Weems. And let me just go into the story real quick, and then I'll tell you what I think, or my opinion, or whatever. This man, Ralph Weems, and a friend of his, David Knighton, I believe that's how you say his name, they were driving around and they went to a Waffle House, which is a chain of restaurants in the South. And shout out to the Waffle House. I don't know if any of y'all, my subscribers, ever been to the southern part of USA. Waffle houses are fucking the shit. But anyway, I love that place. I just gotta throw that out there. Shout out to the Waffle House. But these guys went into a Waffle House, or were about to step into a Waffle House, and a black dude was outside the Waffle House and waved them down. Said, hey, listen, you know, it's not a safe place for white people in there. There's a group of black dudes that are pissed off about this whole Michael Brown shit. So, you know, it's not a safe place for whites right now. So they said, okay, whatever, and they went inside. And Ralph Weems ended up in a verbal altercation with a group of Negroes. I believe the people at the Waffle House, you know, told them they gotta go, call the police, whatever the case may be. And Ralph and his friend got in their whip and they drove off. And they went to a place called the Huddle House, I guess, which is another type of Waffle House, another type of restaurant, I guess, whatever. And they got out. David Knighton went inside, I guess to the bathroom or whatever. When he comes out, he sees Ralph is surrounded by what was approximately 20 black dudes. And they supposedly followed him from the Waffle House. And they ended up whooping Ralph's ass. And this guy is, he suffered some brain damage because of it, and the rest is history. Well, no, I'm not done. There was one man that is under arrest. His name is Cortez McMillan, and he's being charged with aggravated assault. And my thoughts on this whole shit. This is all fucking part of the whole fake Negro outrage, I believe. You know, I talked about my thoughts on this whole Ferguson bullshit, and I stumbled across an article that believes that some of this shit that I just explained to you was bullshit. And I'm gonna debunk that article that I came across, because you know, the main point, or one of the main points that this person put in this article, saying that this whole situation was bullshit, was because they tried to say that, well, why would it happen in a city miles and miles from fucking Ferguson, Missouri? And why would it happen in Mississippi, excuse me, another fucking state? I could answer that. Fake Negro outrage. Why would these Negroes in Ferguson go and riot and loot in their own fucking community? It makes no fucking sense whatsoever. So I guess you can take the logic that these Negroes in Ferguson that are using no sense whatsoever, you can equate it to a group of Negroes that are angry about it in another fucking state. It makes sense, because this is just how a lot of fucking modern day Negroes think. And I'm not saying not to be pissed off about the situation with Mike Brown, because I am. I believe that guy, that cop, should go to jail for excessive force. That's what I believe he should go to jail for. But y'all know my feelings on this shit. The motherfucker is gonna walk, but that's a whole nother video. And I explained it in my last video, the Ferguson Savagery video. I explained all that, so I'm not gonna go into that. But some people have the right to be pissed. I'm down with a peaceful protest. I'm all good with all of that. So this whole fake Negro outrage thing has a lot of motherfuckers, a lot of black people just on a hair trigger for no fucking reason. So that just debunks the whole shit. I know it's not a solid, it's sort of not really a solid answer, but this is the world we're living in. Just people are just fucking stupid and insane, period. Let me get off of that. Let me go on to something that I know you Negroes are gonna use as an excuse. Number one, you're gonna say I'm defending a white guy. In this situation, yes, because the guy happens to be white, and he suffered brain injury. He's in a medically induced coma. For what? He had nothing to do with that shit in fucking Missouri. So yeah, I'm gonna defend him. He has life-threatening fucking wounds. Why would I not defend this guy? And he's an ex-Marine. He actually did something to service this country, so why would I not defend him? But I know that's what you Negroes are gonna come here and say, oh, you're defending a white guy. No, I'm just defending a person who was attacked by a group of motherfuckers. That's what I'm defending. But say what you want, that I'm a white supremacist and all this bullshit. I know that's what's gonna happen, so let me take that off the table. Another thing that you Negroes are gonna come here and say is, well, he could have possibly went in there and incited this whole thing. He could have said something racist. Oh, that's another thing I forgot. That supposedly these Negroes were hurling racial slurs at him. So that automatically should count that as a hate crime. It should be to me it should, because once you're putting that out there, you're making it about what this person is. You know? So it should be counted as a hate crime. But let me step back for a minute. I'm jumbling thoughts here. You Negroes are gonna sit here and say, well, just because he's white, because I know how some of you like to play the victim, you're gonna say, oh, well, he could have been racist and said something. You weren't there. Let me tell you something. I don't think that a guy, a white dude, a racist white guy is gonna go into a Waffle House where he knows a group of Negroes are. He just wouldn't. A real racist is not gonna fuck with you. They're gonna be like, nah, I ain't going in there. I ain't dealing with those niggas. That's the mindset of a racist. You ain't gonna do that. A real racist ain't gonna fucking do that, let alone go into a area where he's outnumbered. It just don't make fucking sense. So let's take that off the table, because I know that's what you're gonna come with. Oh, the guy was racist. I know how a lot of you Negroes like to play the victim. That just doesn't make sense. That this guy is gonna be racist and walk into a place where a group of you Negroes are gonna be sitting there, and he was told, listen, hey, you might not wanna go in there. By a black dude, you might not wanna go in there. I think he would ignore the black guy if he was so racist, the first guy that told him this information. The last thing I want to cover is the fact that the media and the police don't want to say that this is a hate crime. I believe that any type of crime where the perpetrators are verbalizing why they're doing something based on race, sexual orientation, like if they're beating down somebody and calling someone cracker, kike, nigger, faggot, any of those words, let me tell you something. It's a hate crime. It's a hate crime because you're using hate language to fuel your anger, to sort of justify why you're beating the shit out of somebody or doing what you're doing to somebody, wronging this person. Should be a hate crime. This guy should be Cortez McMillan should be charged with that, but for some reason the media and the police aren't doing that. It's like a whole weird thing how when it comes to black people being victimized, we're the first ones to put that out there. But when this white guy's saying it, oh no, it's just aggravated assault. And this is my problem with the hypocrisy of the world and when it comes to a lot of these Negroes out here. A lot of Negroes cry about equality, and I'm for that. I'm one of them that I believe things should be fair across the board. And I hate racism with a fucking passion. Racism and ignorance. And I don't care what it is. If it's white on black, black on white, Spanish on whatever. I just don't like racism, period. I think it's the stupidest and the weakest form of trying to attack somebody on something that people can't help. You were just born the way you were born. And I believe it's very low to attack somebody based on that. And there should be repercussions for it. That's just how I fucking feel. So you Negroes can't say that, oh, you're just defending white people or you're white supremacists or you're a coon or any of this bullshit. I just hate racism, period, across the board. So I don't know why this shit isn't being charged with a hate crime. That's basically what I'm trying to say. It should be. And that is if it's true that these racial slurs were thrown out there. That's just how I feel about the whole situation. Read up on these articles yourself. I'll post the links down there. Let me know what you think. And shout out to the Marines, by the way. And Ralph Weems, I hope you get better. Hope you come out of this coma. I hope you you know, your brain heals. I hope your family is all right and all of that shit. All you Negroes down there, protest peacefully. You know, again, y'all gotta learn to be taken seriously. Y'all gotta stop the savagery and wake the fuck up. Because right now, you're proving to the world why no one takes your asses seriously. And that's all I gotta say, all right? Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe, and that's it. Peace, bitch.